नमामि शारदां देवी वीणा पुस्तकधारिणीं नमस्कारकरस्तुम्मि प्रसन्नास्तु स सदा. We are on the sixth part of coordinate geometry 10th standard SSC maths 2 is. Today we are in this part we are going to study only formulas, and I think you will enjoy to learn all these formulas. First formula is section formula. Section formula. Actually, there are two formulas are there. Section formula for internal division and section formula for external division. But our bad luck is that they are not given the section formula for external division. वो last year's के last syllabus में था, इन time के syllabus में नहीं है. But I will help you. I'll tell you. वो बाजू में लिख के रखना, because when you are going for higher studies वो काम आएगा. तो just I am writing section formula for internal division. So ये खाली internal division के लिए है. There are two section formulas are there. Section formula for internal division and section formula for external division. Okay. Now what I can say that let segment AB is present in XY plane and point P divide segment AB in ratio m:n. m:n. Okay. So now we can draw XY plane. This one is x-axis. This one is a y-axis. And this is segment AB. AB we can take anywhere, here, anywhere, no problem. Suppose this is A, this one is B, point P is there, and we divide the segment AB in ratio m:n, means का value m. AB upon PB means what is that? AB is to PB is equal to m:n. You got it now? So we have to find out that actually. Have you understood this now? So we are going to find out the formula or section formula for internal division. Let now coordinate of point A be x1 y1 means for A I am going to take x1 y1, point B be x2 y2, and the coordinate of point P be xy. There is no x1 y1, like it is x2 y2. I'll repeat it. It is x1 y1 and this one is just xy. What is that? This is just xy. So we have to find out the value of x and y or coordinate of point P, which divide the segment AB internally at point P. So we have to find out the value of x and y. That is coordinate of point P we have to find out. Okay, got it now? So what you are going to do is draw segment AC perpendicular to x axis, segment BD or PD is perpendicular to x axis and segment BE perpendicular to x axis. Means here we are going to draw, this one is C. Now this we are going to draw perpendicular. Here also we are going to draw perpendicular to x axis. Okay, so this will be C, D and E. But when it is x1, the coordinate of point x will be x1 comma 0. This will be x comma 0. This will be x2 comma 0. Therefore, coordinate of point C is x1 comma 0. Point D is x comma 0 and point E is x2 comma 0. x2 comma 0. Have you understood now? Got it? Now, as segment AC is perpendicular to x-axis, segment PD is also perpendicular to x-axis, and segment BE is also perpendicular to x-axis. Therefore, segment AC is perpendicular to segment PD is perpendicular to segment BE. Reason for this, since segments perpendicular to same line are parallel to each other. Parallel to each other. Therefore, what I can write is AP upon PB is equal to CD upon DE. CD upon DE. Or we can write it this way. Okay. CD upon DE is equal to AP upon PB by the property of intercept made by three parallel lines that we know. Okay, the property of intercept made by three parallel. This is the reason for it, and you are going to continue. Three parallel lines. So CD upon DE is equal to M upon N. This is given. Is it right? What will be CD? CD is nothing but x minus x1. Is it right? X minus x1. And DE is nothing but x2 minus x is equal to M upon N by distance formula. Correct now? We have to find out distance DE, or you can write distance CD or distance DE. Higher coordinate minus x minus x1, x2 minus x1. Now, if I cross multiply it, cross multiply किया तो क्या होगा मालूम है? x minus x1 को हम लोग n से मल्टीप्लाई करें और n इंटू क्या होगा रे? x2 minus x. So if I multiply, I'll get nx minus nx1 is equal to nx1 is equal to mx2 minus mx. So I will do one thing. Mx plus nx plus mx is equal to mx2 plus nx1 that indicates that mx plus nx is equal to mx 2 plus nx 1 is there, right? If I am taking x common, in bracket I get m plus n और यहाँ रहेगा तुम्हारा mx2 plus nx1. तो only x then mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. This is actually a section formula. What is section formula? Value of x will be m into x2 n into x1 upon m plus n. Once again, x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. I'll repeat. If P divide the segment AB in ratio m is to n, then n into x2, n into x1 upon m plus n. Is it right? Now, similarly क्या करेंगे? If I draw perpendicular to y-axis, same thing is going to repeat, and what do you get? Y is equal to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. So what do you get? Y is equal to, y is the coordinate of what? P. So y is equal to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Same thing. खाली mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n है. यहाँ पे होगा my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Therefore, hence, by section formula, आपको लिखना नहीं है कि वो सेक्शन फॉर्मूला इंटरनल डिवीजन है कि एक्सटर्नल डिवीजन. अपने सिलेबस में खाली इंटरनल डिवीजन का ही है. So, no need to write. Just you have to write x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, and y is equal to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. This is an important, very important formula of coordinate geometry. It is called as what? Section formula. So once again, what is section formula? If P divide the segment AB in ratio m is to n, and x and y are the coordinate of point P, x1, y1 is for A, x2, y2 is for B, then x is equal to mx2 plus mx1 upon m plus n, y is equal to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Okay, how you got it? अगर गलती से, मतलब chances are very rare, but अगर एग्जाम में आ गया through the section formula for 3 marks, then you are going to write this. Segment AB is present in plane XY. ये XY plane में present है, and point P divide the segment in ratio m is to n. So AB is a segment, P is then ratio is what? M is to n. Then coordinate of point A be x1 y1, coordinate of point B is x2 y2, and coordinate of point P is x comma y. पहले तो हम लोग उसको perpendicular draw करेंगे. AC is perpendicular to x-axis, PD is perpendicular to x-axis, correct? And BE is perpendicular to x-axis. Coordinate of point C is 0. जब ये x1 है तो x1 comma 0 हो जाएगा, D का x comma 0 हो जाएगा और E का x2 comma. As AC is perpendicular to x-axis, PD is perpendicular to x-axis, B is also perpendicular to x-axis. Therefore, these three lines will be parallel. The segments of the same line are parallel to each other. Then I made use of the property of intersect made by three parallel lines on a transversal. Then what I can write is CD upon D is equal to AP upon PB. So M upon N ratio है AP upon PB का. And we are going to use the distance formula. CD का क्या रहेगा? X minus x1. और D का क्या रहेगा? x2 minus x. And then I cross multiply. Got x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, and y is equal to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. This is called as what? Section formula. Actually, its real name is section formula for internal division. Copy down it properly. Now, there is one more formula for section formula, that is for एक्सटर्नल डिवीजन। एक्सटर्नल डिवीजन का मतलब क्या रहेगा? मतलब सेगमेंट ए भी ऐसा ही रहेगा, करेक्ट? ओनली दिस लाइन विल एक्सटेंड, ये नहीं रहेगा, और पी यहां आएगा बाहर, उसका सेक्शन रहेगा एक्स कॉमा वाई। तो आपका जो ये बढ़ेगा और यहां आएगा एक्स कॉमा 0, और रेशियो रहेगा एपी का वैल्यू रहेगा m और इसका वैल्यू रहेगा n। सेम थिंग इज दैट, बट द थिंग इज AP is to PB is equal to M is to N। बाकी सब चीजें ऐसी ही रहेगी। और अभी हम लोग अगर अप्लाई करेंगे तो बाय सेक्शन फॉर्मूला फॉर एक्सटर्नल डिवीजन, but please write not in syllabus, correct? It is not in syllabus, okay? तो ये अपने सिलेबस में नहीं है। तो x is this value is equal to mx2 minus mx1 upon m minus n, and y is equal to my2 minus ny1 upon m minus n। ये हम लोग अगर इसको डिराइव करेंगे तो ये आंसर आएगा। दैट इज फॉर external division, but this part is not a part of our syllabus। ये आगे की पढ़ाई के लिए मैं बोल रहा हूं, खाली थोड़ा सा लिख के रखो और बाजू में बड़े वर्ड में लिख देना not in syllabus, but you should know that this is there, okay? We are having only internal division वाला formula and no need to write internal division, right? You are going to write what? Only section formula, okay? So please be copied on this, but don't take tension for this part. Now, midpoint formula। अब सेक्शन फॉर्मूला से हमें मिड पॉइंट फॉर्मूला निकालना है टू फाइंड कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ मिड पॉइंट ऑफ any segment। Once again, midpoint formula to find out the coordinate of midpoint of any segment। Suppose AB is a segment, AB is a segment and M is midpoint of segment AB। So M is midpoint of segment AB, okay? So AM is equal to MB, or AM upon MB is equal to, say, M is M upon N, M upon N है, तो AM upon AM is equal to M upon N, ये कैंसिल हो गया। M, तो what you got now? 1 into N is equal to 1 into M, और M is equal to N, M is equal to N, correct? M is equal to क्या होगा? N हो जाएगा। Let coordinate of point A be x1 y1, coordinate of point B be x2 y2, and coordinate of point M be x comma y। See, this is x1 y1, this is x2 y1, this is just xy। Then by section formula, आप लोग खाली section formula लिखोगे, but you know that it is a section formula for internal division। So this I have taken as x1 y1, ये है x2 y2 और ये लिया xy। Is it right? So What is the value of x? We know that mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, and here dy is equal to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. So x is equal to mx2 plus mx1 upon m plus m plus m, and y is equal to my2 plus my1 plus m plus m, since m is equal to n. n की जगह पे क्या यूज कर रहे हैं हम लोग? n. तो what will happen now? x is equal to, यहाँ पे m कॉमन निकलेगा और अंदर बन जाएगा x2 plus x1 अपॉन m plus m बन जाएगा 2m, और यहाँ पे y is equal to m कॉमन y2 plus y1 अपॉन 2m, लेकिन यहाँ मल्टीपल साइन है तो mm गेट कैंसिल, mm गेट कैंसिल, तो x is equal to, I can take it before also, x1 plus x2 upon 2, or y is equal to y1 plus y2 upon 2. This is the midpoint formula. This is the midpoint formula. So I can write in short by midpoint formula. X is equal to x1 plus x2 upon 2, or y is equal to y1 plus y2 upon 2. This is the midpoint formula. Student, it is very fantastic. बहुत easy है, खाली formulas याद रखने. But you just see that how we have derived it. Okay? So once again, M is the midpoint of segment AB, and ये divide करता है. M is the midpoint of segment AB. So if I can say that M is to MB is equal to, suppose x is to y है, sorry, M is to n है, but problem क्या हो गया? AM is equal to MB है, तो AM upon MB is equal to M upon N है, तो AM is equal to MB है, तो 1 1 cancel हो गया, right ना? Here we can write since AM is equal to MB. So what you got? 1, correct? 1 into n, 1 into n. M is equal to what you got? N. Let the coordinate of point A be x1, y1. Coordinate of point B is x2, y. The coordinate of point M is x, y. तो सेक्शन फॉर्मूला से क्या बना? खाली ये याद रखो. This you write. Okay? Proper लिख के रखो. They are not 95%. They are not going to ask in board examination. But you must know the formula. What is the midpoint formula? X is equal to, x is the coordinate of midpoint. X is equal to x1 plus x2 upon 2. Y is equal to y1 plus y2 upon 2 is the midpoint formula. Okay, and this is to find out the coordinate of midpoint of any segment. Now centroid formula. To find out coordinate of centroid of triangle. पहली बात तो तुम्हें सेंट्रॉइड क्या होता है वो फटाफट करना पड़ेगा. सेंट्रॉइड के लिए पहला कॉन्सेप्ट आता है मीडियन. हमने लास्ट टाइम भी देखा था. मीडियन इज द सेगमेंट जॉइनिंग वर्टेक्स. सपोज ABC is the ट्राइंगल, तो M is the midpoint of BC. तो यहां जो इंटरसेक्ट करेगा उसको बोलते हैं हम लोग द सेगमेंट जॉइनिंग वर्टेक्स एंड मिडपॉइंट ऑफ अपोजिट साइड इज कॉल्ड एज व्हाट? मीडियन. तो M is midpoint of BC. तो that we have studied at the time of we have Apollon's theorem. What is meaning of median? median कैसे यूज करना है? तो M is the midpoint of. लेकिन जहां सब मीडियंस इंटरसेक्ट करते हैं उसको बोलते हैं सेंट्रॉइड. तो G is a centroid, and property of centroid is AG is to GM is always equal to 2:1. ये ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. वापस एक बार, सेंट्रॉइड मालूम होने के लिए तुम्हें मीडियन मालूम होना चाहिए। मीडियन क्या होता है? सेगमेंट joining vertex and midpoint of opposite side is called as what? Median. Every triangle has what? 3 medians, and where the medians are intersecting, that is called as centroid. And centroid का और एक फॉर्मूला है, वो तुम्हें याद करना पड़ेगा, that is AG is to GM is to 1. AG means centroid, divide the median in ratio 2 is to 1. तो ये तुम्हें याद रखना है. Okay, so I will continue with the centroid formula. If you want to copy down it, you pause the video and you just study on your own way what is meaning of median, what is meaning of centroid, and what is the property of centroid. Okay, तो pause करो वीडियो को और लिख लो if you want, and I will continue with that. See, now for the centroid formula, I will draw a triangle. Say triangle ABC. ये ट्राइंगल ABC है. ओके, ABC में से AM is the median. AM is the median. And G is a centroid. Correct? So, in triangle ABC, segment M is a median, then B and C are collinear points, and point G is centroid. G क्या है? Centroid. Usually we are denoting G by centroid. Centroid is denoted by what? G. तो ये G हमें लेना है. Okay. Now what I can write is let co-ordinate of centroid G B x y. इसको हम लोग लेते हैं ये G को x y. Okay. Again, let co-ordinate of point A, B, x1, y1, point B, B, x2, y2, इसे लिया हमने x1, y1, इसे लिया हमने x2, y2, point C, B, x3, y3, इसे लिया हमने x3, y3, and for point M, B, x4, y4, अभी इससे लेते हैं हम लोग x4, y4. Is it right? Got it now? तो हमें देखो वापस है, G is a centroid, correct? And this one, what is that? A का कोऑर्डिनेट लिया x1, y1, B का लिया x2, y2, C का लिया x3, y3, M का लिया x4, y4 और centroid का लिया हमने xy. That is only xy. Is it right? As what I would write, M is midpoint of side BC. M is the midpoint of side BC. Then what I can write is, therefore by midpoint formula. अब हम लोग midpoint formula यूज कर सकते हैं. We know the midpoint formula. अगर ये वैल्यू x4 है तो भी मालूम x is equal to x1 plus x2 upon 2 होता है, लेकिन यहाँ x1 की जगह पे x2 है, x2 की जगह पे x3 है और x की जगह पे x4 है. तो what we are going to do is x4 is equal to x2 plus x3 upon 2 and y4 is equal to y2 plus y3 upon 2. So x4 is equal to x2 plus x3 upon 2 को and the equation 1, and y4 is equal to y4 plus y2 plus y3 upon 2 is equation 2. Correct? If as G is centroid, or as point G is centroid, I want. G is centroid. And I told you that उसका एक property है. That what is the property? Centroid divide median in a ratio 2:1. 2:1 मतलब AG is to GM is equal to 2:1, or M is to N is equal to 2:1. This I will take it as equation 2. Equation 3 now. करेक्ट? इसका वैल्यू लिया हमने m, इसका वैल्यू लिया n, और m की वैल्यू है 2:1. Is it right? Got it now? Now, so by section formula now. Section formula किसके लिए? x के लिए. तो x is equal to m into x4 हो जाएगा. m into x4 plus n into x1 upon m plus n. And here it will be y is equal to m y4 plus n y1 upon m plus n. Now you do one thing. You substitute the value of m and n. So x is equal to m की वैल्यू कितनी है? 2 into x4 plus 1 into x1 upon m plus n. M plus n is equal to 2 plus 1. Here y is equal to 2 into x4 plus 1 into y1 upon 2 plus 1. So what you got is now x is equal to, ये जो x4 है उसकी वैल्यू यहां से हम लोग सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे. किससे? Will substitute from equation 2. So 2 in bracket x2 plus x3 upon 2 plus x1 upon 3, and here it will be y1 y2 plus y3 upon 2, ये 2 है, plus y1 upon 3. Here we can write from 1 and 2. अब क्या होगा? x is equal to, ये 2 कैंसिल हो गया, ये भी 2 कैंसिल हो गया. So I will get x2 plus x3 plus x1 upon 3, or y is equal to y2 plus y3 plus y1 upon 3. So see now. So see the calculation how we got it. Okay. So therefore x is equal to, if I rearrange it properly, x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3, sorry, or y is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. This is the centroid formula. See once again what you got now. So by centroid formula, if G is a centroid, okay, and G का coordinate क्या है? x, y. Therefore, x is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3, and y is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. Formula is बहुत simple है. And to derive also it is very simple. I need to make it simple से concept मालूम होना चाहिए. I repeat it once again. Centroid formula. Centroid formula के लिए पहली बात तो याद रखना कि median मालूम होना जरूरी है. Median is a segment joining vertex and midpoint of opposite side. तो M become midpoint of segment BC. Centroid. Centroid is the point where all the medians intersect, and you should know the property that it divides the median in ratio 2:1. तो M की वैल्यू हो जाएगी 2 और N की वैल्यू हो जाएगी 1. तो वैल्यू is M is to 1, 2:1. Now in triangle ABC, AM is a median to BMC and G the centroid और centroid का coordinate लिया मैंने XY. A का लिया x1 y1, B का लिया x2 y2, C का लिया x3 y3. Okay. After doing that, for point M, I have taken x4 y4. Now M is the midpoint of side BC by midpoint formula. x4 का वैल्यू क्या होगा? x2 plus x3 upon 2 और y का वैल्यू हो जाएगा y2 plus y3 upon 2. As G is a centroid, and centroid divide the median in ratio 2:1. तो AG is to MN is 2:1. मतलब N is to N क्या ले सकते हैं हम लोग? 2:1. और फिर सेक्शन फॉर्मूला अप्लाई किया तो M into x4 plus N into x1 upon M plus N, M y4 plus N y1 upon M plus N. But M की वैल्यू 2 है ना, 2 into x4 1 into x N की वैल्यू डालनी है. M की वैल्यू यहाँ पे रहेगी, N की वैल्यू और N is to N कितना है? 2 plus 1 2 plus 1. यहाँ x की वैल्यू कितने? x4 की वैल्यू थी x2 plus x3 upon 2. यहाँ 2 कैंसिल हो गया. y2 plus y3 upon 2. यहाँ भी 2 कैंसिल हो गया. y1 तो क्या रह गया ये? x2 plus x3 plus x1 upon 3. y2 plus y3 plus y1 upon 3. तो x is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3. y is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. By centroid formula, what I can write is x is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3, y is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. This is the centroid formula. Copy down it properly. वापस chances कम है लेकिन you should know. एक दो बार practice करोगे तो अच्छी तरह से समझ में आएगा क्या है. And I think you understood the formula, all the three formulas. What is that? Section formula, then midpoint formula, and centroid formula. Okay, so I'll revise it once again. Now we'll just whatever we have studied today, we are going to revise it. पहली बात तो section formula. क्या है section formula? If segment AB is there, that is divided by segment P in a ratio M is to N. इसके कोऑर्डिनेट लेंगे x1 y1, इसके लेंगे x, y और इसके लेंगे x2 y2. Then by section formula, what is section formula? X is equal to x1 mx1 mx2 plus nx1 upon n plus n. And AP is to PB, it must be equal to M is to N. Then only you can apply this formula. N into x1, N into x2, N into x2, N into x1 upon M plus N. And Y is equal to M y2 plus N y1 upon M. M यहाँ है तो x2 लेना है, N यहाँ है तो x1 लेना है. Then next one is midpoint formula. मिडपॉइंट फॉर्मूला में this AB का ये मिडपॉइंट होना जरूरी है. Is it right? So M is midpoint of segment AB, and this one is x1 y1, this one is x2 y2 or a xy. Then you are going to write by midpoint formula. X is equal to x1 plus x2 upon 2 and y is equal to y1 plus y2 upon 2. And last one is centroid formula. The centroid formula. This is a triangle ABC. G is a centroid जिसका होगा x, y, ये होगा x1 y1, ये होगा x2 y2, ये रहेगा x3 y3. So G is a centroid. And G, coordinate of G कितना है? x, y, okay? With co-ordinate x, y. Then by centroid formula. X is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3, and y is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. This is the centroid formula. You got it? So these are the things we are going to study. We are studied in this 6th part. एक बार अगर एक साथ लिख के रख रहे हो, it will be better. You write, but draw the figure properly. The way I have drawn, don't draw it. Do it properly. Okay? So we are going to stop here for the part 6 of coordinate geometry, and we'll start with the practice set. Okay? Thank you, students.